So this video that I'm going to make today is talking about why your mindset is the main thing that's holding you back in any circumstance. And we're going to talk about why people's mindsets are just messed up in general and how you can change that to elevate yourself to stand above the rest of your competition, essentially, because we're competing in everything we do, whether we want to admit it or not. Everybody's in competition. So once you break yourself out of this mindset of that everybody else has, that we're grown to basically adopt this mindset throughout our schooling system, throughout our lifetime. Our parents tell us these things. Everybody else tells us these things. We get stuck into a certain mindset to where we think only certain capabilities are possible for ourselves. And we start believing these things, and then it becomes a reality because that's all we've ever known. That's all we've ever been taught. And that's all that the people that taught us were ever taught. And that's all they've ever known. And it just continues down this cycle. And you have to find a way at some point or another down the bloodline to break that cycle. And you have to start thinking for yourself. Start using your critical thinking skills and start looking at people that have what you want to have in life and where they're at and the type of mindset that they have, and compare it to the rest of the other people that you don't want to be like. The 99% of other people that have the same mindset and are just stuck down in the mud. So you have to live a life of abundance. That's the only way you're ever going to be successful. You have to start thinking abundantly. Stop thinking about, oh, I can't afford this. I'll never have enough money to do that, to do the things I want to do. It's just unrealistic. And that's how 99% of people think. Like, they think their goals are just dreams that don't come true. Like, they think that there's no possible way that they could ever reach the goals that they set out to be. They see someone else that is levels ahead of them and they feel like that they can never get to that same level. They feel like that person either got lucky or they did it, but there's no way that no one else can do it and they can't do it especially. It's just not realistic. Like, you have to just sit back and you have to think, like, how am I going to change this situation? Start thinking about the things that you want. Tell yourself that you're going to get those things, but you need to figure out, how are we going to do this? How am I going to get those things that I want? How am I going to reach my goals? Instead of saying, oh, I can never achieve that, and just laugh it off. This person's famous. This person's got this and that, and I can never have that. Stop thinking of yourself as at such a low level. You think poorly of yourself. If you don't think good of yourself, if you don't think that you're the best, who else is going to think you're that dude? Who else is going to think you're the best? You're the only person that can believe in it, and the only person that really cares about yourself. It's you. So like, if you have that mindset that's holding you back, who else is going to do the work for you? So like, a lot of people, one example that I have is when it comes to the word expensive. So expensive means two different things to two different people. I mean, expensive for one person is maybe cheap for another person. But all the lower class people get this specific word in their head, expensive, and they think that they can't afford. It's like expensive. When they hear the word expensive, that's too expensive. I can't afford that. This is too expensive. But if you talk to all of the people that are making money at a high rate and that are rich, expensive is not the same. Like, expensive to them is not expensive to someone else. So expensive is a word that it's thrown around too loosely because there's no specific thing that is expensive. Like, if I go out and I have a certain type of car, it may be expensive to one person, but to me it may not be. And my point in this is that when you have that mindset of things are expensive, can't afford it, this and that, you live at low, like, you have no abundance. You need to have an abundant mindset so that you're like, hey, I can afford that. Or even if I can't afford it right now, like, I'm going to have the money to afford it. Stop thinking everything's too expensive or you'll never have it. When you get that out of your mind, take that word out of your mouth and just start telling yourself, like, how can I have the funds to buy something like that? How can I buy this car? How can I afford it? Instead of saying it's too expensive. Because when the words expensive comes out of your mouth, you keep yourself stuck in the same position. You don't even work for it because you feel like it's unattainable. And that's what a lot of people do. And it goes hand in hand to this abundance mindset. You have to have an abundance mindset with everything. It's not just cars, it's everything in life. You have to know that you can achieve anything. And if you lose something, you can get it all back. You have to have that abundance mindset. You can't just, if you don't, there's only one option. You're just going to stay where you're at, stay in the same spot. You either improve or you stay the same. You have two choices. And the only way you're going to do that is you have to flip that mindset. First of all, start thinking abundantly with everything. And that's how the game goes. The more abundant you are, the more comes to you. Like the more opportunities come to you when you put yourself out there, when you do take these risks and you live abundantly. That's the only way you're going to make more money, get more girls, buy fancier cars. That's the only way this lifestyle is going to come to you, is when you have an abundance to you, because you're moving with speed. Speed is the key in anything. You have to move quickly. You have to think quickly. And the people that say, this is too expensive, I can never afford it, they're not thinking abundantly enough. And expensive is basically what's blocking them from working as hard as they can. They would rather just go back to your normal job making a minimum wage just so you can go home and say something's too expensive. And it pisses me off. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. So like the next thing that goes kind of along with that expensive term is, what I've noticed is I've never had this type of mindset. Even when I'm broke, I never had a poor mindset. I always felt like I was rich. I always felt like I have money no matter what situation I'm in, because I live in abundance. And it's just funny because, like, in a situation, I got a new car. So I just got a new car, BMW. I bring it home, show it to the family and everything. We have a family get together, 4th of July, whatever. And everywhere I go, it's family's like, oh, like, that's a nice car. It's like everyone was happy for me, obviously, but just the fact that it does creep into their mind, like, oh, what do they say? Like, it's expensive to maintain. Like, you're going to have to take it to like a special shop and it's going to cost you more money. Like, this is going to cost you to maintain. It's always like, it's like everyone, I don't blame anybody for this, but it's just something that's naturally taught to us. Everybody has this type of mindset of what could go wrong. Stop thinking about what could go wrong and worry about the moment. Worry about what could go right. Like, I'm not worried about what could happen to the car because I know I'm going to have the money coming in to pay for it. It's like, it's a mindset. And most people do have the money to pay for that stuff, but they still have that poor mindset. Like, they're rich in the pockets, but they're poor in the mind. So like, oh, I can't afford the expenses on that. I can't afford to get it serviced. And that's just the example I wanted to give you with the family. And it's not just the family. Even like girls I would talk to, friends and stuff like that. They're like, hey, isn't it expensive to maintain though? Like, people that don't know anything about cars, they're bringing up, isn't it expensive to maintain? You don't even know how to maintain your 1996 Honda. So like, you've never even got the oil changed on that yourself. So like, how do you know what costs any different from what you know? It's just because they hear these concepts, they hear these terms, expensive, like foreign car, expensive to maintain. And that's kind of my whole point in this video, is that everything ties in together. When you have that mindset, you keep yourself down like you're holding yourself back. You're the only one that's holding yourself back. And what I'm telling you to do is, if everyone learns how to, well, I know obviously everyone's not going to be able to do this, but I know if you're watching this video, you're the right type of person that can do this. And I know you will, because you found me here and you obviously want to learn and you want to make yourself better. And that's what this whole channel is about. And the last thing to conclude this video is the fact that people really don't live abundantly. Like, people don't understand the type of money that certain people are making out there, because everyone around them is making like a regular wage, either minimum wage or a little bit above minimum. They're working the same 9-to-5 job. That's all they see. Everybody doing the same thing. And that's kind of what people do. They're naturally followers. And a lot of people just follow what everyone else does. But when you take a step outside of that and look at the people that didn't follow the normal path that 99% of people did, and they created their own path, or they went the path less taken, you'll look at these people and they're making what normal people would make in a year. These people are making that in a month. And why do you think that is? They're not any more special than you. They're not any more special than this group of people over here, but their mindset allowed them to get to that point. They knew that all they had to do was put in the work, and all they had to do was listen to others that are ahead of them, and they'll soon be at that spot. But these people over here, they already have the mindset that I can never do it. It's not achievable for me. So you see what I'm saying? That's the only thing that sets people apart. All it takes is that one flip of the switch in your mind, and then you got to get to work. And that's all you have to do, and you'll end up where you want to be at. The goals that you set out for yourself, you'll get there no matter what. There's people to help you along the way. You're not going to be doing it yourself. The only person that's going to hurt you is you. And just having that mindset is a terrible thing to have. It's killing you. It's like a disease, and you can't get it off of you. And once it's indoctrinated into you so far, like it's over with. And that's why you have to break out of that cycle. You have to open up your mind, and you have to get to work. And that's the whole point of this video. And I'll be back with more content the next time. If you guys want a certain video topic, you can comment, and obviously I would make a video. If somebody comments and has a request, I'll be sure to look into that and make a video topic about it. So I'll be back with more content the next time.